I'll give it a little intro. Welcome into BCUT. If you guys want an MMA podcast to listen to in Kansas City based, where you get some nice fighters in here and we just chop it up and talk about, their life and their backstory, give us a look, give us a like and a subscribe. That's BCUT. Just type it in on YouTube. We've had guys like Jeff Molina in studio. We've had Mike England in studio. And then other, over the power of the internet, like Blake always says, we've had Josh Fremd, Mike Breeden, Isaac Dolgarian, who
Derek
else?
Minner.
Derek Minner was one of the first ones, and then Grant Dawson as well.
Yeah.
And we're lucky enough to have David Onama in studio today, man.
About time. Thanks for having me.
What's
No problem,
going on, man?
Welcome into the show, and we appreciate you actually joining us in studio. We always talk about it's better in studio because you don't have that like 15-minute limit of like, oh, I feel like I got to get my questions in.
Yeah.
It feels like a full-on interview. Like
Right.
in the studio, we just like to have a good time. So we appreciate you joining on.
For sure. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me
man.
again.
No
I guess we
problem.
gotta preface it by saying like you're a 7-0 pro fighter,
Undefeated.
Yeah.
10-0 amateur. You've never taken an L like in the sport. Is it
Nah.
crazy to think that you have not like in this sport people lose all the time.
All
Like
the
it's
time.
normal
it's
to
a crazy
lose.
sport. Yeah, it's crazy.
And at this point in your career, you haven't even taken that L. Like, how impressed are you with yourself at this point?
Oh man, it's been a long journey for me. Just not stop working, man. It's been I've been doing this for almost seven years now, about to be 8. I just never stopped. Chasing the dream. Just work.
Where did you said stop chasing the dream. When did this
Start
become a
chasing it.
dream for you? Like, when did this, you said, you never stopped chasing it, but when was that you got that first spark, that first taste of what martial arts is, and what made you become, enthralled and fascinated by it?
Man, since I was like 15, just growing up, man, just coming home watching like combat sports, growing up watching combat sports.
What'd you watch?
I was watching like Dragon Ball Z's,
Okay.
Street Fighters, and all this type of
Yeah.
sports. UFC of course, WEC, literally like everything that was on the TV that was combat. I was always watching it, but like I was so young at that time to where I couldn't do it. But I would tell myself, the older I get, this is what I want to do. So.
Yeah, you see a lot of
Yeah,
these glory guys. They come. Some of them are local, and then some people come from like Nebraska. Grant's from Nebraska. Derek's from Nebraska. Like, when did you first come here?
I came to America in 2004. We moved to Independence.
Okay.
It's rough out there.
And you're originally from where?
Uganda.
Uganda. Okay.
Yeah.
So what brought you guys over?
Just school. Better education. Like everybody says, America is, is where it's at. So
The dream. You could chase a dream.
Yeah, and like there's more opportunities.
Yeah.
Like school, jobs. Literally, there's just more opportunities out here.
Mhm.
So we just came here.
How did you link up with James Krause, the James Krause, one of the best coaches in mixed martial arts?
Literally one
today?
of the best coach. I linked up with James. What is it, like 4 years ago? I think.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a long
4 years
time.
ago. That's when I started training at the Lee Summit location.
Huh.
Cause usually I was at up north with Zach Cummins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like all my amateur career with Zach, and then as soon as I went pro, I transferred to the Lee Summit gym, where I started training under James Krause, which is my head coach now.
Do you see that guy like following you throughout your entire career?
Oh yeah, man, that guy helped me out a lot. Without him, I don't know where I'll be. I'm here because of him. So
Let's go, man.
he's
I've
one of-
I love James.
I've always
Oh
found
man,
it,
he's one of the best.
I've always found it interesting, like the relationship that a fighter can build, or just in individual sports in general. Whether it's we're looking at gymnastics now with the Olympics and whatnot, and all these different individual sports, wrestling. I've always found it funny how the connection between the athlete and the coach in individual sports is usually a lot stronger than in team-based sports. And I don't know if you can speak to that with just your personal relationship with James Krause and just how much he's helped you, and maybe why in an individual sport it's the connection seems stronger.
Yeah, man, he just helped me out a lot with my MMA career. Like I said, without him, I don't know where I'll be. So, big thanks to him, man. Yeah, man. You know, like that gym is like a family to me. You know.
That's what we keep hearing.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody keeps saying, like, almost everybody we've interviewed out of Glory is just, man, it's a family atmosphere. I mean, they don't know how else to say it.
It's a family, man. Like, as soon as you walk in, it's just like you can feel the energy, you know. It's like got your little sisters in there,
Yeah.
big sister, little brother, big brothers. You know, everybody's, you know, it's there to help you. You know, everybody's there to help you. You know, accomplish your dreams and whatever it is. You know, everybody there is a team, and just everybody just trying to, you know, get everybody, you know
better.
good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you got good training partners too. It's not like you just have a family atmosphere. You have guys that will take your head off, like UFC guys, veterans, and then you have the young up and comers that are super hungry, that are just, you know, they're dominating in their own perspective.
For sure.
But man, let's get into these hard hitters, man, because I'm ready for what. Because you've had 17 total fights.
Yeah.
We said you've never taken an L. What was your toughest fight? Where did you face the most adversity?
I think my toughest fight was against Garrett Onfield.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
That was my guess, man, and that was an amateur fight.
Yeah, that was the last amateur fight, and it was for a title. So, man, and that kid is fucking tough.
So what was it about the fight that made it your toughness? Was there a point in the fight where some doubt creeped in? Was it just that he was by far the toughest opponent you've had?
He was one of the toughest amateur opponent I fought. Like, there's something about the kid, man. The kid is special. Like, his striking is freaking amazing. He got fast hands. And, you know, he came to fight that night. I didn't expect him coming out like that. You know, he came out with a different game plan. You know, he knew I was a tough fighter. You know, I'm pretty sure his coach was like, yo, this kid is legit.
he was out of Springfield at that time. That's when he was training in Springfield.
Yeah, he was out there in Springfield, you know.
Man, some fighters you could tell they just don't care once they get in there. You're like, I'm gonna do anything I can to win. And you guys were both undefeated at that time. I think that's what made it such a good fight. You were 9-0, he was 6-0, and yeah, man, shout out to Garrett.
Man. If he's watching this, shout out to Garrett. Garrett is one of my toughest amateur fought.
What's the live saying? If David's live has any questions, man, we'll do it, man.
BCUT and a live session. So if somebody has some questions that they pop up on there, feel free to answer them. You know.
Anybody got questions for me?
Yeah, man. I mean, Garrett trains out of Sanford MMA. You know, that's one of the biggest gyms. Biggest gyms in the sport. You've got Henry Hooft. You've got Gilbert Burns trains out of there. Michael Chandler trains out of there.
Now you can't be in my video.
Ong Long Song.
Business talk.
It's business. Man, I love it. Would you fight? You think you'll see Garrett down the line? Maybe?
I think so. I think he might either get on the Contender Series this year. If not, probably like a short UFC call.
Yeah,
I feel like me and him are like the same stage right now.
Yeah,
you know, just training, just getting ready for that call. You know,
I love that.
Do you have? I mean, I guess what is your plan as of right now? Kind of looking into the future, and what do you expect to happen here soon? And who's on your list?
You're on the cusp, as they say.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the radar right now, so just training, man. You know, getting ready for the next opportunity I get. If it's the Contender Series or like a short UFC call, you know, I'll be all in it. So,
would you say right now you're probably, because we've talked to a couple guys that actually have been on the cusp as well. Would you say that you're probably going to wait to see if that call comes through here before you would even consider taking another non-organizational fighter like an FAC fight or something like that?
Yeah, for now I'm just gonna wait.
Okay.
You know, but
smart.
If nothing comes up, you know, I want to stay active.
Of course.
So if any local shows want me on like FAC, you know, I'm gonna get on that just to, you know,
keep skills fine-tuned.
you know, just to keep me active. And if we don't, you know, get the call, we're just gonna take another FAC fight. If not,
well, I'm sure you are gonna be getting the call pretty soon, so I wouldn't be seeing you back in the FAC.
I hope so.
Ideally, if you could pick your beginning to the UFC, would it be the Contender Series? Would it be a short notice call? Or do you think the UFC values you enough to give you a full camp against somebody and just put you straight in?
Man, no lie, man. I want the Contender Series to where it's kind of like the beginning stage for me.
Mm-hmm.
To where I can kind of like explain to people my life a little bit more, you know, to where people can get to know me.
For sure.
You know, or I like the beginning. You
That
know, like
exposure.
like get to know me first before I
You're
get
just
on the big
in.
stage. You know what I mean? Or just getting straight to the UFC and not know who I am.
Yeah.
You know, like Contender Series to where you can explain yourself, like where you're from.
Ton of behind the scenes work, so like you would be able to get your whole story out there.
Yeah, and then when I get that, UFC debut set, then they're gonna know, oh, this is the kid that did this on the Contender Series,
Yeah.
and now he's making his debut.
You build your fan base
Yeah,
before you get into
exactly,
the UFC. I
fan
like
base.
the
And not
Contender
only
Series.
the fan base, but if you do well on the Contender Series, you're building that clout too.
That's what I'm chasing. Yeah.
We asked Mike England if he would do The Ultimate Fighter. Would you do The Ultimate Fighter? They have 35ers on, and they got a new episode tonight. Like, would you do The Ultimate Fighter
I wanted to. I wanted to get on that. But
this year?
Yeah, this year. But they had like what? They had 35ers and
35ers and 85ers, so middleweights.
yeah, I don't know about the 85. I'll do
That's
35.
not you.
But then, man, it's gonna be a tough cut. So,
That would be your weight class, right, in the UFC? 135?
I mean, if my coaches and managers feel like I need to, then I'll do it. But for now, I'm gonna stick with like featherweight.
45.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my
I was gonna say, what
division.
do you walk around at?
I walk around at 60.
At 60? Okay.
Yeah.
Is so since you're dropping 15 pounds?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or,
Yeah, that's what he said. He
Yeah.
said he's only
15.
dropping 15. That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. Unless I
So-
really need to drop more.
So have you found that weight cutting is difficult for you? Have you already kind of gotten over the process of it? Is it more of a mental game than it is a physical thing?
45.
No, just the weight cut.
Cutting
Just
weight.
Cutting weight in general.
Oh man, it's tough. But
It's part of the game.
it's part of the game.
Yeah.
You got to make the weight.
You
You,
got
know
to.
what I mean? Yeah, you got to, or the fight is canceled. So I think 15 is good for me. I mean, that's all I have to cut is 15.
Yeah, I mean,
Other people cut like what, 25, 30, 35.
jeez.
Some boys cut a lot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay humble and cut my 15.
Yeah. Well, hell, Uriah Hall just fought this last weekend at UFC Vegas 33. He is notorious for some of his weight cuts, and he had an issue
Benoit was on
twice,
that.
I believe, that he
Did
almost
he?
died from kidney failure from cutting way too much weight.
How much did he cut?
I don't know if it was 25 pounds or maybe it was just the way he cut it was
Probably.
not healthy.
He
You know
didn't
what
drink
I mean?
enough water, probably.
It was-
probably.
Yeah, Ryan Benoit was on that card, and he fought Zaruk Adashev, who can't keep Jeff Molina's name out of his mouth.
Yeah,
But he
talking
got the
that
dub,
trash.
and he called out the 125ers.
Man, that
Man,
was
it
tough. That's a tough cut.
Yeah, I mean, have you talked to like Breeden or Grant even about the Contender Series? Like realistically, like you're like, hey man, if I get on this, like, what's it like? Or you just like, what did you experience? Have you had those conversations?
Yeah, I talked to Grant about it like multiple times. Grant Dawson and Jeff Molina.
Jeff was on it too, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff was on it. Pretty much like everybody that got on that show, I would, like ask them the questions and then just kind of like, how was it? How were like the interviews? How many interviews you get in? Like how's the media? How many interviews you get in a day? Stuff like that to where I can kind of prepare myself for it, and then work on what I need to work on, and then from there on, just study things I need to work on. So.
Do you watch a lot of film, or are you more of I'm gonna get in there and I'm just gonna see what you're bringing? Like, are you an in the moment type of guy, or because I know Grant is a guy that just watches on real amounts of footage.
I watch a lot of films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of films with like different fighters, like Max Holloway. I watch him all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you is it more for learning techniques from other fighters just to kind of see how it correlates to stuff that you already do,
It depends. It depends on the fight.
or how to defend it?
It depends on the fight. Like, if I got a fight coming up, I'm gonna study my guy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, just to
Yeah.
see what I need to work on. But if it's like any other like UFC fights, I'll just kind of watch it just to watch, and then also learn from the fight.
Mhm.
So
Ooh.
yeah.
I had a good question about back to like the weight cutting. Is that why you took 10 amateur fights? Was to get kind of used to the weight cut aspect of the game, or
It was kind of more like experience for me.
yeah?
I didn't want to rush going pro,
Uh-huh.
cause once you go pro, you can't
Yeah.
go back to amateur.
Can never get it back. That's
It used to happen,
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not gonna rush going pro because I know I'm gonna go pro anyway. So why rush to where something
Yeah.
you might rush into something that you don't want.
That's like trying to go to the league straight out of high school. but
Yeah.
You might not be ready.
Exactly. So I kind of just sat back, just took my time, got the experience in, took tough fights as you can see. Got Garrett Armfield on there. Joe Estrada. We was watching that fight earlier at the gym. Where he rocked me, Jeff Molina was talking shit.
We saw that today. You had a funny story exchange with Jeff Molina, and then you showed him at the end of his Orochi Lang fight when he was throwing down, and then you gave him props for getting the 50K.
He got the 50K.
That's all
Is
that
he on
matters,
here?
man. Jeff Moline?
Where you at? We gotta get him on here.
Yes, sir. He's been one of our illustrious guests
Yeah.
here on the BCUT podcast. We love Jeff Molina over here.
Where you at, Molina? Let's get Molina on here.
And we've got Molina's fought Joe Estrada. Alan Olivas has fought Joe Estrada. A lot of glory guys have fought that guy.
That was MMA, right? Not kickboxing?
That was MMA, yeah. Is that your foundation, kickboxing? What's your foundation?
Say that again.
What's your foundation? Is your foundation kickboxing, or have you always trained mixed martial arts, like the whole game?
I just trained straight mixed martial arts.
What made you take a kickboxing fight?
Stay active.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just staying active. And, like, when I fought, what's that kid's name? It was, like, my fourth amateur fight, and I fought like shit. You know, I was mad at myself, and Krause was like, why don't you take this fight against Joe Estrada and just kind of work on the things you need to work on.
Mm.
So I'm like, that's a good idea. I'm going to, fight Joe Estrada and work on that. So that kickboxing match was just to kind of, get myself back on track.
It did something for you.
Yeah.
Like it gave you some purpose. I like that a lot.
So when you're you're 7-0 right now.
Yeah.
Officially 15-0, I believe.
17-0.
17-0.
I don't remember. 17? Was it?
Yeah, it's weird. I've noticed in the past couple months, fighters don't really remember their
I don't
records.
even know.
Records, which is funny because, like, I guess, that kind of leads into my question is, it's easy to watch film when you lose because you can instantly find the things that you've done wrong. When you have not lost, is it a little harder to kind of stay in that I need to keep learning, even if I didn't lose, try to almost nitpick your film from your fights? Do you go through your old fights, or do you know pretty instantly in the fight when you do something wrong?
I still go back and watch film. Like every new fight I get is always, it's a different opponent. Different opponent, different game. So you gotta go in there with a different game plan. You can't go in with the same game plan from your last fight.
Keep it evolving.
Yeah, so I watch a lot of film, man, just to, like I said, work on the things I need to work on. Like how's my grappling or like my striking. So I watch a lot of film. Even if I don't have fights coming up, I'm still watching it just to get ready for the next opponent. So
Yeah, you go into that Glory Gym and there's some sort of fight up on the TV that people can just kind of watch and tune into.
For sure.
And it usually has a purpose. It seems like James has a plan with what's going to go up on that TV, man.
Probably has to do with, and I have no idea. I'm just, it probably has to do with whatever you're learning in practice that day. Like, where you can peep the fight and see the scenarios.
Cool.
I don't know.
My biggest TikTok, it had like 300,000 views. It had.
Watch out.
They were,
Myers is a star over here.
I didn't know you had TikTok.
But it was Amanda Nunes fighting, and Megan Anderson was on the mats and just like kept peeping over. It's like I was like, damn, I had to get a clip of that. Megan was looking at Amanda before their fight because she was fighting. So I was like, dude, that is the coolest thing ever. You can watch this fight while you're training and stuff.
Man.
I love that.
Man, no lie though, man. That gym, that Glory Gym's about to blow up. I feel like that's literally the best gym in the Midwest.
For sure.
I liked this past weekend again, UFC Vegas 33, Jason Witt, the Vanilla Gorilla.
Oh my,
put on
man.
absolutely.
Oh my.
Put on a fucking show, first of all. Not only of just toughness, but just absolute brute strength. I mean, that fight that he was in, but
that was insane, bro.
The feed that I was watching, because we watch all of our fights legitimately.
Yeah.
The feed that I was watching, they didn't play commercials, so you could hear the cornermen in the when they would regularly go to commercial break. And James
you were watching
Krause
it on
was
some
going
bootleg
crazy.
stuff?
What? No, we watch all of our fights legitimately.
Okay.
But
oh man, what is
tough? At least you got to see that.
But no, just to hear him cornerman somebody, and then to hear the love that he got from the crew that night, Paul Felder and I believe it was Paul and Michael Bisping.
The best duo, yep.
Dude, they were giving a lot of love to James Krause, but it was just really cool to not only see them give him love and the Glory Gym and talk about what he's doing as a coach, but also to see him actually corner and see the advice he's giving and hear him constantly in the ear.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny. I don't know. I didn't realize that this was a thing. Is it normal for corner guys to call you by your full name, or is that something like because he kept calling him, "You're doing a good job, Jason Witt. You're doing a good job, Jason Witt." He would say his full name.
He always does it. He's like Derek Minner,
Yeah,
Grant
so is that a
Dawson. You're
Grant
doing
thing?
great.
Or I'm sorry, is that a James thing? Is that like do other fighters corners do that as well?
I think it's a James thing.
Is it okay?
I was like he's literally the only coach that does that.
Okay, because
You
I
know
was
what I
like, I
mean?
hadn't heard that before, but I didn't, now I was like, now I
He's
don't know
like-
how much I've listened. You know,
He's
Yeah,
like, great
that's-
job, Gina
that's what-
Mazzini.
yeah.
Every time I hear him in the corner, he's
Yeah, that's
saying the
definitely
full
a
name.
James thing. Like like if you think about it, every weekend he's out there cornering
yeah.
our guys.
I mean,
Mhm.
he's got something rolling
Yeah.
every weekend.
every week. So his name is getting put out. Whoever is cornering, that fight is always gonna be tough. You know what I mean? Like we're tough as fuck. Come
Yeah.
on. We're at Glory.
No
so
lies.
whoever James is cornering, just know that guy's gonna bring it.
Yeah, you've been into what, the third round once in your career, professionally.
Was it?
I think it was Overton. You went to the third round. You ended up getting a
Yeah,
finish.
goddamn.
What was he like in your corner? Was he like getting under you, or was he like firing you up, or was he telling you, you're doing great?
Talking about Krause?
Mm-hmm.
Krause actually didn't corner me on this fight. Cause
No, he was in my-
Yeah, he
out
was
of
in
town.
he was in Vegas.
Busy
But
guy.
I had Zach Cummins on my corner and
And you're familiar with him.
yeah,
so.
it was Zach Cummins and Grant Dawson that what's it called, cornered me on that fight. They're good cornermen.
For sure, they're-
Zach is awesome, great.
Well, they get a lot of practice too, especially with the FAC stuff. I feel like
Yeah, man.
we've seen
Zach
Grant there
Zach
every
deserves
time.
credit too, man.
Yeah, they're all
ton
good
of
coaches,
credit.
man. Having those guys on your corner, man, it's unbelievable. So
So I guess what kind of going back, getting back into the whole getting to know you part.
Yeah.
You're originally from, you said Uganda, correct?
correct.
You said the opportunity is why you guys came. Have you been back to Uganda since?
Nah, it's been 15 years
15 years since you've been here.
since I've been here.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. I want to go back. It's so much shit going on now.
Yeah.
When you got the
I'm-
belt, man.
Yeah.
You-
Maybe one day,
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if you look at the UFC roster, 3 of the best belt classes you can have are all owned by
I'll be the next 4.
Mhm.
African fighters. It's like, are you trying to get up in that
Oh, for
in
sure.
that echelon of like,
I'm
yo,
trying.
we're gonna eventually Africa's just gonna take over MMA, huh?
Yeah, I'll be the next 4th African champion for sure.
Market.
I can
You heard
see
it
that.
first on
Love
BCUT.
it.
David
can see
Onama,
that. Up next
4th African champion.
At 45,
at 45,
man.
or whatever weight they need me to be in.
See, yeah, I had that question ready. Like 35, they're saying it's the best division in the UFC, and so 45
45 is amazing.
is great too. You've got, Derek Minner comes to the top of my mind at 45,
Yeah.
and Grant used to be there.
Right.
Do you think about any names in the UFC? Do you have a guy that you think you would like to fight already? Or are you one of those people that's like, if the UFC calls, man, I don't care who it is, or I'll listen to what they have to say, or I want this guy?
Yeah, for now I'm gonna be humble for now. Whoever they want me to fight, I'll fight them. From there on we're gonna start ranking up. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna start off easy.
You are a humble guy, man. Like you
Yeah.
were, you can be confident when you want to, and when
Yeah.
you need to be. Like when you're when you're training and stuff, you definitely are.
Yeah.
But we were at the Apex FC media event,
yeah.
and you're helping people, like helping
Oh, yeah.
Chavo, getting some
Man,
pictures, like taking stuff to his car, man. That
helping
was
them
like
out.
super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's all I'm about, man. Just they got me out there. They told me to come in. Do interview with them, media and shit. Take pictures. So I'm like, I'm just gonna help them out.
You're helping them build that up.
Do you
Yeah.
like?
Apex.
Do you enjoy that? I mean, I know that there's a lot of different type of people that do mixed martial arts. Some people are the Conor McGregors of the world, where they're flashy,
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
face, loving the camera, eating up every minute of
Right.
it. And then you have guys that are a little bit more shy, or maybe they just don't like the bullshit of
Yeah.
what is like of the media. Like a guy that kind of comes to mind. I mean, hell, when you listen to Sean Strickland talk. He doesn't matter
care,
if
man.
there's a microphone in front of him or not. I feel like that guy's going to speak his mind.
Yeah.
And maybe he understands it's kind of all, I hate to call our job bullshit because it's not, but it's just the crap you have to deal with leading up to a
Yeah.
fight. Do you enjoy that? Is that something that you're trying to get better at? Or is that something you're just like, it is what it is? You know what I mean?
Man, I just love what I do, man.
Uh-huh.
This is my job. this is what I want to do. I love competing. So I just love what I do. I'm not here to flash. I'm not here for the flashy. I'm not here for the media. I'm just here to fight, man. I'm not here for the money. I'm here to bang.
Here to take care of business.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I'm here to fight. I'm not here for all that other stuff. Like,
and that's okay. And some, there's a big. I always thought that it's funny when you have people that are more of the silent killers or more of the deadly guys. Like they're almost scary when they don't talk. You know what I mean? Like you just see them, the look in their eyes, and you're like, I don't know if I want to talk to that guy.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. Just silent killer. Just quiet. When it's game time, it's game time.
Yeah, when you're in the gym, you turn it on.
I talk a lot. I talk a lot of shit in the gym. But that's because
different environment. Not a lot of people.
Those are my teammates. What I mean? They know how I am. I'm. If I talk shit to you, because I'm trying to push you.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit just to talk shit.
So you don't talk shit during a fight, then, like in an actual fight, or is that if you got real beef with the guy?
Shit. If I need to, then I will. But I usually don't.
Just more focused.
Yeah, but I did talk to what's that guy's name I fought? What's that black belt? It was like a black belt.
Overton.
Yeah.
Overton.
Overton.
Justin Overton.
Okay.
It was first round. I think he took me down.
Mm-hmm.
And he was breathing hard. I'm like, you tired already? He's like, nah, man, I'm just getting started.
They wanted to take you
and
out.
I was like,
man.
oh yeah, and I threw an elbow. Oh, that fight was crazy.
They wanted to take you out. I remember I was being at that fight, and Overton took you down. They had a roar, and they were like, we're trying to take out David Onama, and then you could see the momentum, start to change. Like it went towards him, it came back to you, and then you ended up getting the finish. That fight
Overton
was crazy.
tough, man. He was a tough fighter. Like he definitely brought his A game on that fight. Like he knew I was tough. The fight was on Fight Pass. It was the main event. Was it the main event or the co-main event? I'm not remembering.
It might have been. I think it was Jason High and Josh Weston.
It was the
maybe co-main.
I think your last one was the main event versus Plazola.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Was it?
That was main.
Yeah. That was main event. It was.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because that.
Yeah.
Well, and talk about that. So you go from the Justin Overton fight where it's kind of like
You submit a black belt, pretty much. Like that's crazy.
A black belt, the crowd is almost against you, but then they're with you. Like, how does it go from that to then having your Mike Plazola fight where there was an injury involved? Explain what happened. Did you even know what happened at the time? Or
Against Mike Plazola?
Yeah, with the knee injury.
With the knee injury, I think he faked it, man.
Really?
Yeah, I think Mike faked it. Cause all his fights, literally, it was literally the same thing. Like all his 6 fights, literally same knee.
You hit him with the
So
leg
he took
kick.
a
Yeah.
stoppage time
Shit.
in previous fights for that same.
Yeah, I felt like Mike wanted a way out. No disrespect to the kid, but I think he wanted a way out.
Do you know if it was just because he wasn't ready? Did you clock him a couple times? I mean, you got him. You only fought for 44 seconds, so it's like. Or, I'm sorry.
It's less than that.
Was it?
Yeah, it says officially 44.
I think he just came in for a payday. He took the fight for a payday. He didn't want to be in there.
Yeah, he went with the.
No, he didn't. Come on, I'll fight some guys, but that motherfucker didn't want to be in there. Come on.
Right when he took the dive, you hopped on him and you finished the fight, man.
Cause he kicked my leg with his right foot, and then when he fell down, he grabbed his left foot. Like going back watching film, I'm like, wait, yeah, you didn't want to be
that doesn't
there.
even make sense.
Yeah, so you were probably happy, you got the win, you move on, you're 7-0. Was there a part of you that wanted to stay in there with a guy like Mike Plazola that's had 50 fights? He's had so much experience. He's fought Anthony Gutierrez, which is, I know, a role model to you, and he's a very good fighter. Did you want to kind of stay in there with him a little bit and show what you got, or were you like, you know what, on to the next one? I'm done with this guy. He doesn't offer me nothing.
To be honest, I've had a lot of amateur fights to where I've gained a lot of experience. I have literally all my amateur fights was tough. So I have a lot of experience in that. With fighting Mike Plazola, it was nothing new. It's different opponent. I just had the same game plan. That's what I had to do, was go in there with the same game plan, which is to do me. Just go in there, just do me. Have fun. Don't look at his experience. You know what I mean? Because that can mess with you, to where you're like, oh, the guy's 20 and this lost this time. You can't look at it like that. You know what I mean? You just got to kind of go in there and just do you, man. Don't
almost don't buy into their hype.
Exactly.
As your own fighter, just say, hey, this is the fighter. This is what he does. That's it. There's no reason to look deeper
Exactly.
into the background.
Yeah, because that can have you thinking.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in a fight thinking, oh, this guy had this so much fights. He never lost. Nah, you can't go in like that. You got to go in there with your own, your own game.
Like, you're the guy that, it don't matter.
Yeah, bro. I had a lot of experience. I fought, strikers, grapplers, literally everybody,
Do you have a favorite type of fighter to fight?
You talking about local shows or like the?
Just like, do you have what skill set do you feel like you do the best against?
I did good when it comes to striking.
When it comes to strikers, like striking against you,
yeah.
If you had to, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Counter striking.
I'd rather fight a striking than a grappler, But like I said, I've fought all those guys.
Yeah.
Striking, grappling, whatever it is. I've been through it, done it. If I get it, whatever I get now, it's same shit.
Well, shit.
It,
I say let's watch one, and you just kind of tell us what's going on. I know you
Which one should we watch?
I think this one, Antonio Castillo Jr., because your face-off was intense with this guy. What the hell was going on with that?
Which one was this?
Antonio Castillo, he got in your face. Remember? And you got
Yep.
They had to hold him back. They had to hold you back. What was that guy's deal, man?
Man, he just came in, he came in for the clout. He didn't come to fight. He came for clout.
Seems like that's a pattern with you. You got guys that don't even want to actually fight you. They just want to say they could have fought you.
I put them on Fight Pass, so they're trying to act like they're tough, but they're really not tough.
That's true.
Trying
man.
to show out. So
trying to make a name off of David Onama.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happening. Do you want to watch that one, or you want to watch I mean, this was Sam Hernandez. That was your first decision.
That's the one that I fought like shit, and then I went back and fought Joe Estrada just to kind of redeem myself.
Okay, because Sam Hernandez fought Isaac recently, and Isaac got him out of there.
Let's do the stare off one, stare down one.
Yeah.
Let's go with Antonio
the Mexican
Castillo
muscle?
Jr.
There you go.
Yeah,
The Mexican muscle, man. All credits of this go to MMA Futures.
Yeah, this is all credit
and
to MMA Futures.
UFC Fight Pass.
We did not collect this footage. I'm sure we'll have to put it in the bio. But
Oh
Let's
man.
do it.
quick question, by the way, David. Do you have I've always been curious about how people get their nicknames or if they pick their own nicknames.
Yeah.
Do you have something in mind that you would like to go with, or are you kind of just waiting for the people's champ to W, the people themselves?
Yeah, I like being me, David Onama.
D.O.
Yeah.
D.O.
I
David
do
Onama.
this.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm not really a nickname guy, man. I just kind
That's
of.
okay.
Yeah, I just like being me, Kind of like being different from
Hell
everybody.
yeah, I love it. No, and that's whatever sets you apart, because you got some guys like we always joke. There's about 27 different pit bulls out there.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
any like Hispanic or Latino fighter, I feel like they'll usually go with the name Pitbull, and you're like, there's like 15 of you guys. Y'all gotta get a new nickname,
It's
man.
like everybody's starting to have
Why
like the
not
same
El
nickname.
Chupacabra? Or like Tony Ferguson.
See,
El
I was-
Capuy.
I told
Oh,
Mike
that's a
England I
good
think
name.
I would go with the Glizzy.
With the
Jay.
shut up.
I'd be. No, you don't like it.
No, that's stupid.
All right.
You said Mike
Jay the
Mike
Glizzy.
England?
I said that. I told Mike England that I would go with Jay the Glizzy, and my fans would throw hot dogs into the arena.
Watch this fight.
But yeah, let's watch this fight. Take us what's going on. I thought this was Drake Cotterfield, but it's Antonio Castillo
This guy's
Jr.
got like drawn on tattoos.
The
Okay,
Mexican
David.
muscle.
So you've got good stand up. You're in the pocket. You're not afraid of this guy.
Nah. You know.
Looks
You're
like
walking him down.
Looks like you were looking to try to fire that low leg kick
Mm-hmm.
at first.
Did you hurt him right there?
I think I missed it.
Ooh.
I don't want to wild out with this kid, man. Just kind of stay relaxed.
Stay posed.
Yeah.
Pick your
Ooh,
shots.
caught him
Yep.
right there with the right. Why does it look like this guy's got fake tattoos? They look like they're drawn on. Ooh, there you go. You keep getting them with that overhand cross.
Yeah.
You had that leg kick.
Ooh, face. Now,
What-
at this point, you've already been able to touch him about 3 straight times. Do you
Yeah.
know at this point that you're that you're feeling comfortable, or are you still a little cautious?
I'm just kind of just seeing what, staying relaxed, kind of just, just see what he got,
Because you've been walking him
just
down
staying
the entire
relaxed
time.
and, nothing crazy, I'm not wilding out. That's a good, yeah.
jab.
I should have threw that leg kick, like a head kick after that jab, like a jab kick.
As soon as he bends down.
Yeah.
At first, you kept laying it. You kept finding that home for the right, and now all of a sudden your jab is coming through too. So I mean, you're picking this guy apart left and right.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know what that.
He tried to throw like a takedown elbow.
I felt like I was kind of more here though. I should have. You know what I mean? Kind of just threw the arms out a little bit.
You're a flowy striker. You're a precise striker, but
yeah,
you can flow with a lot of guys. You got the head kick? Is that in your bag?
Ooh,
I got it.
2 really good knees right there, and it's about to be over.
Bow, bow. He had a lot of punches.
Now at this point, are you worried? Are you worried at this point? I know the fight is close, but how much do you expend, and how much do you have to worry about maybe not gassing out in case he doesn't stop?
Oh man, I went in that fight I had a full fight camp. I had good cardio. My cardio. My cardio is always good. I'm not really bad when it comes to cardio. I'm not worried about cardio at all.
Let's go back and see the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
It was the knees that
right here.
Yeah, the long knees out there.
Yeah.
Great knees.
Look at the fans going crazy.
He's in the background. Pause that real quick. Go back. Pause this. This 45-year-old dad back here is
let's go. Let's
go.
That guy's gonna find you, Blake, and he's gonna.
Hey, that's okay.
I
didn't say nothing bad about him.
Call him 45.
He might be,
man, that was before the COVID too.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody was there, man, and then the COVID came.
Let the elbows rain.
Yeah.
Great knees. I think the knees really, set that up. He fell down, and then you showed your ability to finish, and I think that's the best part about it is like you are not letting him off the hook. And you're not going to let a lot of guys off the hook. Were you looking for a submission at all, or you were straight strikes?
Nah, I was just straight going. I knew he didn't have much, man.
Well, you caught him leaking. I mean, he was bleeding at that.
That's what happens when you talk shit at wins.
What was he saying?
Clout shit. First, he was like, no, his girlfriend came up to me was like, he came up to me was like, why are you trying to holler at my girlfriends? Because I was in the back doing paperwork,
Yeah.
He's like, man, why are you in the back talking to my girl? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm doing paperwork. I'm getting my blood work done. Like, I don't even know your girlfriend, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, nah, man, you try to talk to my girl. So I was like, man, what do you really want? Like,
what do you want, bro?
What do you want, bro? Like, what you want to do this shit here or fight night? What do you?
Because you're about it, yeah. I mean, that's if you go to FAC's Facebook, that is the most viewed video on the entire Facebook page. Is
the face off?
Is David Onama and this guy just beefing at the face off?
Do we have that video?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
we can watch it. We could throw it in there. MMA Futures, maybe. We can throw it in. But yeah, I mean, I think I just want to end it off, with our final four hitting.
Before we do that, sorry. My question is, you were talking that they was all talking that jazz, he, ha, ha, whoa, whoa, what's up?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing anybody's ever said to you that really got under your skin? Or has there been one?
Nah, nothing really. Nobody really tested me, so no. But this kid did.
He got it, man.
Yeah, this kid. I'm like, yo, you might be the first guy to ever test me like that. So I kind of snatched him up. Oh, you gotta watch the video.
And it's funny because Austin Ford is the one. He's the cut man, and that's one of your coaches. So
yeah, bro. I snatched that kid, bro.
We'll see if we can. David Onama.
Hey, he had to get snatched up.
What's been your favorite performance? What's been the one that you hold on to the most?
The most? Doesn't matter if it's amateur or
Don't matter.
Pro. So amateur would be Garrett Onfield, and then
That's your favorite.
That's my favorite fight all time. Amateur was Garrett, and then pro I would go with pro. I'm probably gonna go with either Mike Pozzola. No, No,
Nope.
not Pizzola.
The best.
What's that guy's name, man?
Overton? No, hold on.
No, not Overton. Could you? No.
I got your I got your.
Yeah,
Let's pull
yeah.
it
Go
up.
back and let's see that.
On your amateurs?
Just go to the whole page.
Nope. So it looks like it's gonna be on Facebook.
Yeah. What names did you put
I
up
was
on
gonna
there?
say, so
Yeah,
I've
show them the
got-
topology. Show them that.
I
Show them
got
what the
Tapology.
work.
These are all your amateur results right here.
Let me see. All right, guys, we're about to find out who was the tough.
Or what you're most proud of, because we know Garrett was tough. Kyle Powell's pretty good. What are you most proud of? What's the one that, when you look back on, you're like, damn, I was on it that night.
Damn.
I was the best David Onama.
If anything, probably Antonio Castillo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look good in that fight. And
Yeah,
that's
I
the one
think-
we just watched, so that was
I think that's probably the toughest one.
fantastic,
So
man.
I'm gonna go with Garrett Onfield and Antonio Castillo.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
We got big things coming. So
Hell yeah.
even tougher fights.
But your glory throughout, your no change of camps, anything from you, no outsourcing. You're gonna be glory
oh yeah,
to
man.
the top.
Yeah, glory for life.
Hell yeah.
Just
Loyalty.
like I said, Glory's gonna
Loyalty.
take off.
Kansas City.
Glory's gonna take off.
In the
will.
Tapology page, and I don't know how young you were in this picture, but they had you back when you had braids. How long ago was that?
I had dreadlocks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I can't tell in this picture. It looks like you got your hood half on, so I'm like, you definitely cut your hair. Was that recently or?
No, that was like three years ago.
So they got the old picture in here.
Old picture, yeah.
Okay.
You need to go back and update
Yeah,
that.
they gotta update. You gotta tell them. You gotta be like, hey man,
Yeah.
give me my hands up in the ring. Come on.
That's
Oh,
an old
shit.
picture.
You're in the training room. You're not even like after a fight or anything.
Fighters can update
We gotta
their
update
their
that.
own
Can we?
things. You
Can I go in there and do that?
You can
think
go
you
in
can,
there
yeah.
and update it. It's your profile. You are David Onama, and I think you can if you have a profile. I just make pics on Tapology.
I didn't know
That's
that.
all I do. But shit, I mean, I think
This is what they got for you.
Oh, the record looks good.
that's Glory Northland, right?
Let's show the people,
Yeah.
That's Glory
This is, what
Northland.
Oh,
David,
that is.
this is the old David. This is young David.
bro. I think I was like 2-0 as an Emmy.
Damn.
Now look at that.
Come a
bro.
long way,
It's
man.
Came a long way. 7-0.
Wait, how old are you, David?
Now?
Yeah.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, young in the game, man.
27. I think I was like 22 when that picture came out.
That's Blake's age.
22?
You're 27.
I'm 26.
Oh,
Don't make me older than I am, bro.
Old
man.
man.
Good. That's not bad.
Oh, I'm kidding.
I'm speeding toward 30, and it's great.
Let's get into our final four
Final
hard-hitting questions,
Final,
David.
Final four.
Final four.
Final.
Let's do it.
Man,
Let's go.
I saw you in Krause's Porsche the other day. I know that probably got you feeling some type of way about, cars in general, and then you showed the area. You're like, damn. What I see from that, I'm like, David wants David wants this one day. He wants this type of house. He wants this type of car. What is your dream car?
My dream car, man. I want a BMW M3.
A BMW M3.
BMW M3.
What
Krause had that car first, and I always wanted the one.
He had that?
Krause had the M3.
Okay.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's slick.
I want the BMW M3.
What color you want?
I want all white. Exact same car. And then if I start,
We talking these?
That's a
Or
newer
is it
one.
the
there's,
other one?
something like that.
Yeah, I feel
But
that.
all white.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Okay.
M3, all white.
Good
David
answer.
Onama riding slick in the front seat.
Do you have we saw you're a hooper. If you go check on my Instagram, J Byers MMA, David Onama is in fact a hooper. Do you have
I can do it all.
Do you have a favorite sport besides MMA?
Yeah, basketball,
Okay.
football.
Did you play football in high school?
I did, but it was kind of just to keep me out of trouble.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't do it I kind of did it just to do it. I didn't take it serious at
Gotcha.
all. You know what I mean? Just to kind of stay active, instead of going home getting in trouble and
course.
stuff like that.
Hanging around doing
Yeah,
hooligan stuff.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I just, did sports just to,
So you like it all. You're a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Watching. You're in the know on everything. I like
Yeah.
Well,
that.
and do you find that being more versed in a diverse background of sports helps you inside the arena?
It does.
Athleticism.
Even like when I did wrestling,
Uh-huh.
like I said, it wasn't nothing major.
Yeah.
Like I did wrestling, and then I wish like I took it more serious, cause I never knew I was gonna be like a full-time
Fighter.
MMA fighter. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I regret that. I should have took it more serious to where it could,
Would have had a good base to
yeah,
build off of.
you know what I mean. But it's all good. You know, things happen, and you know, everybody learns from
Yeah.
their mistakes. So
Well, at least you got some background in it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, I can still grapple a little, but you know,
I feel you. You
yeah.
can grapple. You got the 2 submissions on your pro record, and they're both
Yeah.
guillotines.
Yup.
But that's nice. One was 12 seconds. That's crazy. How do you get a guy in a
Which one
guillotine?
was that? The
This is your second
12
pro fight, I believe.
Yep.
How do you get a
Raymond
that?
Big
Raymond
Head.
Big
Raymond
Head.
Big Head?
How bad is it that you got a name like Big Head? Like, that's just unfortunate, dog. You got a big head for the guillotine is what you got.
That-
Man, I didn't know what he was doing. He came out like
But you-
very aggressive.
so you just sunk him in and
I was waiting for
tapped
him to
quick,
shoot
man.
because I knew he was gonna shoot. Like all his fights, he shot.
And he
So
did.
I'm like, man, I'm just
didn't
gonna
he?
stay calm, let him do stupid shit. Hopefully he shoots soon. And then when he shot, I just kind of went for that guillotine and
Quick.
yeah, I got it
Cinched
done.
it up.
12,
I
I mean,
I was not letting that shit go.
12 seconds,
quick.
man. That's the
12 seconds. I didn't even know. I thought it was like 30.
12. Now it's 12. I mean,
Time flies when you're having fun.
I like to think.
That's true. That's
Tapology's pretty accurate. I do.
Yeah.
We'll
Do you
see.
have 2 more?
Yeah. So, if you, let's say hypothetical, David, you get into the UFC, you get the $50,000 bonus in your first fight, or even a
Yeah.
$75,000 bonus because
Yeah.
they've been giving those out the past couple cards.
Yeah, I would love that.
What's the first thing you're buying with that money?
Man, that shit going to the savings.
Really?
Good answer.
That
Straight
shit going to the
savings?
savings.
Good answer.
I need some money in my account.
I know we saw old girl Jessica Bays this weekend. Correct?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne Bays.
Cheyenne
I
buys.
apologize. Sorry about that, Cheyenne. She, you know, her
Jessica Bays.
I
Cheyenne, bro.
got her last name right because
It's buys.
It's not. They called her Bays the entire time.
What's her name?
Cheyenne buys.
Cheyenne. They called her Bays.
Maybe.
Who did she
I don't know.
fight?
Who
Is
did
that the
she-
girl that
Well,
fought
it was
Miranda?
It was a
Maverick?
video that went viral. She fought Gloria DePaula last weekend. But it was a video that went viral. She got the 50K and
And she,
was
like,
super ecstatic. She
yeah.
cried about it, man. It's life-changing money. You can imagine, like, you have teammates like Kevin Kroom that it changed their lives. Jason
Yeah.
Witt. That 50K is game changer. So, I mean, I guess we'll just ask you that. Do you think fighters should be paid more in the UFC?
That's a good question, man. I feel like everybody should like.
In the UFC specifically, you know?
That's a good question. Maybe you should start off building yourself first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like newcomer, you can't just go in there and expect to get that much amount of money. You know what I mean? Like even like not just like fighting, but like everywhere. You don't just get into something and make that much amount of money. Like,
That's true.
You gotta prove them what you can do first, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You
Like,
see
you're not
people
gonna
get
be
like
making-
10 and 10. You know, they get 10 for the win and then 10 for the
Yep.
10 for
You know,
the
that's a start
the
off.
bonus. So that's
Yeah,
your
I
start.
mean,
So she made
That's not great.
$20,000 plus the $50,000. She walked out $70,000 richer from one fight.
see that's shit.
I think this conversation is important though because a lot of the certain fighters have voiced that expressed their opinions on whether they wanted to get paid more or thought they deserved to get paid more.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen the flip side when you look at let's say you are kind of a newcomer and nobody knows your background.
Yeah.
The exposure that you're getting from being in the UFC roster
Mm-hmm.
is tremendous. And it's going to be more than what you've built typically on your own unless you have, it automatically once you join that roster, you're bound to make at least 10,000 more fans or,
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
it's always interesting. So I would say it's twofold or it's kind of half and half. Half of it, yeah, I think the fighters probably should be paid more for sure.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
also, I think it's on the fighters to build their brands outside of the UFC.
That's true.
Because the exposure that they're getting from the UFC is a great platform to
Yep.
jump off from. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you feel about that, but that's just
yeah,
I feel like it's both.
It's both. I agree with you. That's true. But like guy like me, I'm excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm excited. So I feel like I have a big fan page. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I feel like everybody's gonna like, everybody likes exciting fights. So
And I think a lot of people love exciting fighters who are then almost different when you talk to them. Like, you're deadly in the ring, but you're a great guy to talk to. You know what I mean? So it's like people are gonna be like, "Huh, man, this killer is actually really nice."
I think the biggest thing fighters can ask for is like, watch my fight. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like watch it live, right?
Yeah.
It's like just watch.
It's all about being humble, man. Like
Mhm.
you gotta respect the game, man. Just be
For
you.
sure.
Don't try to be somebody that's not you, because you
Yeah.
know what I mean. That can get you messed up.
Don't be a Colby Covington out here
Hey, man, it's working.
I heard
for
he's a
him.
really nice guy,
It's
though.
working for
I'm
him.
sure Colby probably is a
No,
nice
I
guy,
heard he's a really nice dude.
but
When it comes to
I
fighting, he
feel
just
like he
I've
plays
heard
that heel
the opposite.
so hard. Really?
I've heard, well, like Jorge Masvidal, they used to be friends. He hates his guts. Dustin Poirier, they used to be friends. He hates his guts, and that's in real life too. Like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
I
that's
don't know, man.
whatever
I don't
you-
know.
Nah, I think he's a good dude.
I think he's
man.
funny.
I think he's funny. I think but if you kind of look before he donned that heel and everything. But yeah, I think just kind of being yourself in there, especially with the way you are, I think it's going to be a nice refreshing take for people to get to know you.
Yeah, dude,
For
we
sure.
we appreciate you coming on. Like, it's a big deal for us to have you in the studio and just like all your teammates and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's amazing, and then to watch you grow in the sport, it's
Man.
gonna be awesome.
It is.
Come on with it.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you
Come
have,
on
did you have
with it.
another one?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, like, this weekend we've got Derek Lewis and Cyril Gahn, who's you said
Yeah.
you've been in the sport 7 years. Cyril Gahn's
7
been in the
years?
sport 3 years, and he's got a UFC title fight, and he's 8-0. Like, do you have a prediction for that fight? Who do you think's gonna win?
Man,
Because this will be out before then.
I'm gonna go with Lewis, man. You can't count him out. You can't count Lewis out, man. Like, you can't count him out.
The
I mean,
Black
come on.
Beast, baby.
You can't. I'm gonna go with Lewis all day.
We've had
Yeah.
Mike England say Derek Lewis. We've had David Onama say Derek Lewis.
I'm going with Derek Lewis.
Okay.
Bonus.
And,
Because Derek Lewis showed me what he can do. I never really watched the other guy fight.
Cyril Gahn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know his game. Like,
Very well rounded.
He
Really?
is actually, for a big guy, surprisingly good on the ground.
super athletic.
He can do a little bit of everything, but the
He's,
power.
how are you
that-
gonna take Lewis down though?
I see.
You gonna
people-
get that uppercut?
He's got a
Dude.
kickboxing background, so he's once he got into the UFC, he got some submissions. So people were like, "Oh man."
he's also pretty good at
Wow.
even if he does get taken down, either avoiding the takedown or getting up as soon as he gets taken
Either
down.
way.
Yeah.
I like Derek Lewis, man. You make some money on that choice, so.
So, I got a
got
bonus
Lewis.
question for you.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how did you come to get that scar on your forehead?
Oh, I've had this since I was like 5, honestly.
Oh, really? I didn't know if you got it in the gym or what you got it.
Nah, I had it when I was like 5.
Coffee table?
I'm trying to remember what happened to it. I think my parents would take care of me.
Yeah, man, it's a nice. It's
They
a
kind
nice
of
one.
like go ahead and
They
do
let
your
you
own
loose.
shit.
They let you loose.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. And it wasn't through fighting though. I'll say that.
That's
I didn't
right.
know if it was like gonna be like, yeah, I slapped my brother and then we got into a fight and he threw me through the coffee table.
No, I
or
had this
we were
when I was
practicing
like-
WWE.
Like when I was like 5 years old.
It's solid, man. I'll say that.
Distinguished.
Distinguished gentleman.
Yeah, she makes me look better.
Man, so I think we'll cap it there on the live, but we've got a little present for people. David, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks
Thanks,
you guys
David.
for having
Yeah.
me.
We appreciate you,
It's my
brother.
pleasure. Thank you guys.
And so for the viewers that stuck around for the entire episode, we got a little bit of a challenge here.
We do.
We've got what
Let's
do we
go.
got, Blake?
We
Tell us what we got.
We are going to compete, and David, are you going to compete with us?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. That's what I like to hear. All in, all the time. That's
We
what
got-
we get here at BCUT.
I got my booze on.
We
here.
have Lola's Fine Carolina Reaper hot sauce. You want to show that?
Reaper,
Show that to your followers right there.
Lola's fine hot sauce.
Carolina
Carolina Reaper. I picked this up at the local Hy-Vee. I asked for the hottest sauce that they had. We are going to do a
Damn.
challenge. Basically, we're
I'm a
all
little
going
nervous.
to we're all going to eat
too,
some
bro.
of this on a
I'll start it
spoon.
off. Now let's show you
Spoonful of the hot sauce. And the last person to take a drink of anything
You
wins.
got some in there?
Have you tried this before?
Hell no.
Never.
Hell no.
This segment is brought to you by Schlotsky's. The winner is going to get at least a $25 gift card to Schlotsky's. It might have $50 on it. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to say 25.
Damn, I can
so.
smell that.
We know you're a winner,
Yeah.
David.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what.
I'll start.
I
off
need
with
some
it.
water.
I gave it a great shaking.
We got water for you.
Yeah, we got 3 cups of water right there. Yeah.
I did like that much. You could do a little bit less because it comes
Nah,
out like quick.
I'm going how you're going.
There we go. Hey, it's got to be everybody do the same thing. We don't need nobody babying out over here.
Ooh, shit.
David's going all in.
You can pour some into this if you need to.
Oh yeah.
Just pour it
All right,
a little bit
guys.
into that.
Get a little
if
bit
you
of this
need to.
hot
Nah, I'm good.
sauce on here. Oh,
Yo, dang, you got more than
dang
me.
it.
So you want some?
All right, well I did
I'll take
way. Okay, I did way more.
I'll take some.
I can smell it.
Damn.
All right, man, we're straight facing this for David's live, man.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Straight facing this.
Can I
You
get
guys
water before we start? I need
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Where? Right here?
Right in front of you.
Right there.
That's all I get? All right.
You can't touch it, man.
All right, you guys want to get in this video?
All right, here, hold on.
I'm getting
hold on.
David's live, man.
Oh, you know, hop off this camera and go over to the other one.
Damn, you got a lot over
I
there,
didn't mean
man.
to.
Bro,
It pulled
look at
out on me,
this.
man.
It's the hot sauce challenge, man. What's the
The
word?
hot sauce.
These balls be hot. That's true.
My bowels was hot.
All right,
Damn.
gentlemen. First
All right,
one
boys.
to take a drink.
Let's
First
go.
one to take a drink loses. Cheers.
Damn, you got a lot.
Instantly, my head is already. That's not horrible though.
It's not hot.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, you saying
It's
that
not
now.
sneaking up
That's
on
pepper.
me. Ghost pepper?
My head was a little sweaty though already. I'll tell you what.
You took a lot.
I drank it like a puddle.
I think I'm chilling, bro.
Anybody got a question for me?
I think I'm chilling.
I think that's fine. I asked for the hottest shit.
No, I think it's hot.
I mean, it's hot, but
Don, I'm all in for it. Let's do it.
It's hot. But hey, man.
peppery for sure. Whew.
That's going to do it for BCUT this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, David, for coming in.
Thank you, all my viewers.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next episode, baby.
On to the next episode.